The sheep doesn't memorize the way home. It only knows the voice of the shepherd. Same with you. Instead of trying to map out the road, just listen to the one who calls you by name. Before we kind of get into anything, it's important to remember, it's important to go towards Jesus, not heaven. Heaven is the outcome of following Jesus. I say this because it's important to know that the only way to find rest, to have peace, to have any of this stuff, it's found in Jesus Christ. That's where freedom is. Jesus has conquered evil already, but it's up to you to believe what's already been done. Because it's kind of like receiving a Christmas gift that you just haven't unwrapped yet. You'll never find rest when you do something on your own. I've said that plenty of times on this channel, but I always like to say it to make sure that it really clicks, and if you're new to the channel, that you hear it now. Anytime you do anything by yourself, by getting rid of an addiction, any type of anything that you try to do like that, it'll always come crawling back again because you're doing it on your own strength, your own discipline, but it's not going to stick. It's not the way it's intended to be. But instead of trying to withstand the walls of temptation, you just cast your burdens on him, and then those temptations don't bother you anymore. Those sins don't even matter. A warrior doesn't grip a sword tighter when the king has already won the battle. So why do you hold on to things of this world? Everything's already been done. And as I've said in the beginning, it's the matter of believing what has been done for you. It's the acceptance. Everything is an invitation. Isaiah 26:3. You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you. When you trust him completely, that peace is now upon you. You allow it to come in. Because remember that important verse where it says, peace I leave with you, peace I give to you. It's important to remember that everything that you need right now, it's already here. It's all present. Nothing's past, present, and future. He is those things. It's now. You can have that now. It's here, but you just need to believe that. I keep saying that over and over again, but I hope you see that as a way of how much I'm really trying to dig that deep into your heart, that you really got to believe. And it's important to not just believe in the sense of you knowing it's there, like the existence of knowing it's there, because a lot of people know believe the existence of these scriptures. They believe in the existence of God, but it doesn't matter if you believe in those existence, but it's the relationship that comes from the existence and what he did for you. But anyway, something we must understand is having peace, joy, all these sorts of things that we want to feel, it isn't fragile. It's not something that life can just shatter it like that. I think of when something's fragile, it means it's brittle or something that you really need to be very delicate with. And sure, when it comes to faith, it's always important to be careful in the sense of, be on guard about it, be sober-minded so you're not tossed and froed in the wind, right? So you're not like giving in to the voices that are telling you, otherwise. If you believe that your faith, your joy, your peace is fragile and it can just shatter, then it will. But you can also believe that it's impossible to make this fragile. These are all choices that we have to make ourselves. Whether, when you hear the word rest, what do you think? For me, I think of something that is relaxing. You're not tense, you're calm. Like when you're in the hospital, they tell you when you're sick, right? They tell you to rest. When you're a kid and you're sick at home with a flu or whatever it was, they told you to rest. Just relax, chill, let your body heal there. How many of you feel that way? Maybe some of you feel like you're sick, and in a spiritual sense. The nutrition of the gospel, you want that. Jesus is the medication to heal the wounds that you have from the world, and to receive that medication, to receive that, you must trust him, that his ways are good. And that trust takes faith. Everything is done out of love. He does those things for you. He wants you better. He wants you spiritually, physically, and mentally better, because it allows you to be at peace. It allows you to be what you are called to be, so that you can now spread peace because you have peace. You can now spread joy because you have it. You can spread love because you are and have that. And you have those things because he's that. No other worldly distractions will ever faze you again. No other life situation will take away your joy, because you're so on the ball with God that nothing can knock it down. Because like I said, you're on a firm foundation there, which is the Word of God, the sword of the Spirit there. You need that. You'll never experience that true freedom when you don't trust him. Now, you can say that you trust him, you can say that you love him, but words are words, but actions are actual actions. Those actually prove what you believe. You're living by what you say. I've said before, if Jesus just spoke, we wouldn't be here today. But because he did an action, he actually died for us. He showed through his life that he loved us, and when he was alive and dead, he showed proof of love by action and words, by speaking life, by living life. And that's why he's called us to live the same way. And that's where freedom lies, is right there. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm and do not let yourselves be burdened again by the yoke of slavery. Now we're slaves to, now a lot of us are slaves to the world. You know, giving in like we're still shackled and chained still. But God broke those chains off, but Satan is lying to you, making you believe otherwise. Do not let yourselves be burdened again, because a lot of us go to that continuous loop and just don't know how to get out of it. And there's a beautiful story in the Bible where, you know, Jesus is on the boat and the other people are really scared of the storm around them. And it kind of goes that, you know, the storm was breaking and the boat was already like filling with water. They were waking up Jesus, and they told him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" Because they were thinking they were going to die because of this storm that was in their way. And Jesus awoke and he rebuked the wind and the sea. "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. He said to them, "Why are you so afraid? Have you still no faith?" And they were filled with a great fear and said to one another, "Who then is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him?" Jesus was at peace in the storm. He was literally resting in the midst of chaos. And so can you. And you can take the storm that this in the Bible was physical, but even in your own problems of storms, it's the same situation. Peace in the midst of chaos. He commanded peace. Just as he calmed that storm, he can calm our hearts. Jesus asked the disciples, "Why are you afraid?" Teaching them to trust in him even with all that chaos going on. So don't let fear fool you and letting it steal your peace. Take today as rest. And the funny thing is that every day is rest. Every day. That you can know that he is good every single day by just remaining in him. And that's when your soul is calm. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like. It lets me know that it helped you out in your walk with Christ. And be sure to subscribe so that you're in tune with more videos just like this one. So I'm now going to read just a few comments from previous videos. One comment says, "Great reminder to always stay humble and grateful and not letting our circumstances define us. I always love coming back to this channel." That is 100% true, and thank you for the comment as well. Never let the circumstances around you define who you are. Not by your circumstances, but his circumstances. That's what truly defines you and who you really are, because your true identity is found in Christ Jesus. Period. It's not found in a gender. It's not found in anything in this world, but it's beyond this world. Beyond this world's comprehension. Another video is, this message gave me chills instantly. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad that that video was helpful and was empowering and touched you in an amazing way. Again, I'm grateful for every time y'all comment something. I don't take it lightly. I've said that plenty of times. I really don't. Sometimes I read them over and over and over again. A lot of the times when I hear multiple people saying the same thing, that it helped them, then I'll make a video kind of going deeper into that kind of subject. That's kind of why I'm in the space right now of just being at rest and kind of letting go and finding peace, because a lot of you guys out there need that, and a lot of you guys are wanting to find that, but we're unsure how to grab a hold of it. Another comment says, thank you for this video. Every day is a blessing. Be thankful for what you have instead of what you don't have. Count all of the blessings you have in your life, and it will surprise you on what the Lord has done. That's a beautiful thing, because when you just look at what you actually have, whether that's physical, the skills that you have, that God has given you, everything, the family, the friends, everything that you have, it's a blessing, and that's plenty, and that's a beautiful thing. And instead of always looking at what you don't have, look at what you do have. And because if you focus on what you do have, and you're very humble and satisfied with that, God is able to bless you with more. And because He knows your heart, that you're humble, you're not greedy with what's being given. Because kind of like if He were to give somebody $1 million, He won't give you $1 million just because you tell Him to give you $1 million. There's a reason for everything, and it's all out of love. And if He gives you $1 million, because He knows your heart, He knows you're going to do good with that money. And I'm always making sure that people know, when I say God's blessing you, it doesn't always mean financial. I know a lot of people, when they think of blessings, they think of money all the time. There's so many other types of blessings to receive. But thank you so much for that comment. It's beautiful, and it's so true. I probably went off on a tangent a little bit, but yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning this video, and I hope it helped you. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Messenger out.